Folks, we are here today in Crusader Kings III and at the same time also in ancient Greece, which might be a surprise to you if you're not aware of Apotheosis, a genuinely amazing mod that puts you right after Alexander's empire has fallen and there's a bit of a power vacuum. You see, the Italians, the Romans aren't here yet, Alexander is gone, and, well, all the city-states that once were important are no longer actually important at all. Athens and Sparta are shadows of their former selves, not really playing a role until we come along. Today we're going to restore Sparta and we're going to make it grander than it ever was. See, beautiful and brave Sparta with a really awful society is right over here, but we're not there because we are not yet the king of these lands. We are instead right over here in Trosan. We are Toparkas Cleonymus, a historical person that was meant to become the king of Sparta, and then the Spartans, and you really gotta appreciate that when they say this, they said, "You're too arbitrary, you are too tyrannical, we don't want you as king." Yeah, that I think says a whole lot about society and about his character. Now, historically speaking, he had a wild life and then he asked Pyrrhus, could you please take over Sparta in my name and then I will rule as king? Pyrrhus said yes, and then a different city said, hey, can you help us instead? And Pyrrhus just sailed away and never came back. So, hey, let's hope that we can get a better ending. Now, at the same time, we also have to say that the Spartans don't exactly love us. We are married to a Spartan, she still holds land right here. And she hates us. She's our rival. Our wife is our rival. At the same time, the son of the king in Sparta is our rival, and the king of Sparta, Vasilevs Areus, is also our rival. Yeah, as I said, we're gonna go there, we're gonna maybe take it by force if we indeed succeed, but I don't think that people here will love us. Now, what is really cool about this is that we actually have an additional fourth tree for the martial lifestyle. It's Pillager, and we're almost done with it, which is really, really neat, because, well, we can pillage, we can raid, and obviously we're gonna be doing this, but for the moment, let's just take the strategy focus, because I want the Casus Belli cost reduction. That would be huge. And just looking around here, obviously, we want to unify a couple of duchies, because if we do, we can then honor the law of Lykurgos and reform the Peloponnesian League. What do we need to do with this one? I think we need a Peloponnesian duchy. So we need 2 Peloponnesian duchies in total under complete control, which means I think this one and maybe Lacedaemon would be the easiest to grab. And for this one, we need to do a couple of wars here. Let me just ask you this, right? What type of war is this? We need piety. Oh, okay. We're gonna go on a bit of a pilgrimage then. Listen, if it means I can conquer and can be tyrannical, I'm gonna pray to Zeus, sure. Oh, and this is pretty cool. Obviously, faith was different in this period. There are no crusades. There's no pope saying, hey, you should do this and you should do that. Instead, you go to, for example, the Oracle of Delphi and ask her, hey, what's going on? What am I supposed to do? Ooh, and I'm seeing now, there's a whole lot of different locations that we can visit. Yeah, look at that. We got Athens. Oh, we got Corinth. Oh, that is so cool. And then over here, you know what? We're going to take a bit of a detour here, I think. Why don't we initially go through Corinthos, then we go to Athens, and from there maybe we meet... Yeah, we go to Thebes. We meet all of the big cities that aren't Sparta. Then we go over there, right? And after we are in Delphi, I think I would like to go where Pyrrhus lives, because Pyrrhus has just come back from being in Italy and fighting the Romans and achieving a couple of Pyrrhic victories, and maybe he has some time to deal with Greece. Oh, we can actually go to Olympia. Are the Olympic Games in this, I wonder? I have no idea. So I think this shall be our journey. We're going to take a look at everything that is, of course, important. I mean, Macedonia, Byzantium, none of these are important cities, at least not in our eyes. And honestly, let's just go on this pilgrimage right away. Oh, and we have gotten sick. If I die before I can even lay hands on Sparta, our son will be very aggressive then. Oh, and while we are traveling, we're getting an event here, a servant no more, because we are an independent city-state. We used to be a city-state sort of government. If I take a look at this right here, you will see that we have a whole lot of governments running around in this mod. Yeah, they did a lot of work here. And now we can choose what type of government we want. We could become dynastic, which is basically like feudalism in CK3, or we could pick up one of these city-state governments. Democracy, oligarchy, aristocracy, or tyranny. I gotta be honest with you, tyranny screams like it would fit us. I suppose I'm already a tyrant in all but name. Yeah, that sounds about like us. Now let me check, what does this actually do? Natural dread goes up, that is huge, domain limit goes down, and tyrannies are a form of government representing the lowest level of franchise in a city-state. They make use of prestige rather than gold to hire men-at-arms and have access to special city-state policies and issues. Oh, would you look at that? I have no idea how to interact with this. I don't know whether this is fully in the game yet. We have a high level of corruption, which brings up the building cost, the domain taxes go up, and levy size goes up. That's pretty good, honestly. That is a pretty good trade-off. So let's just ignore this for the time being. Maybe we will interact with this, maybe this isn't fully implemented. I got no clue. And there we go, Delphi, we have finished our pilgrimage. Let me just take a look at this, right? Oh, the Pythia Kalia is in charge. That is so cool. And she's of the dynasty Delphis. So being a theocracy, I guess, that they just elect new Pythias randomly. They just spawn them in, which obviously is a historical thing. That's, well, they didn't spawn in, but you get my drift, okay? Let's leave. Let's go to where we really need to be, and that is, of course, the Peloponnese. Alright, but time to check our faith and our culture. This is pretty cool. We can get increased opinion via honored guests. The rest is pretty box standard here, I would say. And then right here we got culture. Warrior culture. Ooh, what is this? Agoga. Oh my god, knights must have at least 12 prowess. That is insane. Getting 12 prowess if you're just a count or just a duke, that is difficult. So I think we're gonna have a lack of knights going forward here. At the very least, the knights that we do have, I guess, can become actual accolades. Assaulter. Ooh, that is interesting. I think we're gonna go with these two, though. Actually, I'm gonna kick out Idealist. I don't care for this. And we're gonna create this accolade, the first one, and then I think it might already be time to go to war. Maybe I should honor you as a guest and then attempt to negotiate an alliance. If I had a hook on him, I'm just saying, it would be amazing. Listen, I'll make it short with you. I don't think I can get any allies right now for as long as I'm just a count, and I'm already old. I need to go out and about and conquer. Now, our wife might hate us, and it might be justified, but at the same time, I do think that she will probably come into this war if I call her in, so let's declare this war. Yes, that's right. Oh, she's gonna help us. Oh, thank you so much. She's like, he got a lover, I kicked him out of Sparta, but you know what? I at least gotta support him when he tries to conquer. That's right, thank you so much. That is true love right there. And oh, Jesus Christ, I was not used to this. Since this is just Greece, the distances are a whole lot shorter. She was here within, like, I think a week or two. So, you know what? Yeah, let's go in, let's conquer them, let's finish this. And man, I gotta tell you, we look badass in this armor. That is a great asset right there. Oh, but I can't actually seat it. With too small. I can't do it. Oh no. How many men do we need? 1,162. I have to hope that he will attack us and that we capture him eventually, because otherwise we will never break this down. My wife is blackmailing me? Really? So she knows of my lover, and instead of divorcing me, she just says I need a strong hook. I guess. Wow, that sucks. Oh no, and my son has heard that somebody is trying to kill me. Is it you? Is it my son's wife? I don't like her, but it could be anybody, because I'm pretty sure they just all hate me. They just look at me and go, God, I hate this dwarf-looking guy. And again, they seem pretty justified in this. We captured him. I actually got lucky. Thank you. And there you have it. We now have 2 counties. That is a good step up right here. Now, the negative is that we are in a duchy that already exists. This guy has this duchy already. So the big question now is, how do we actually get that duchy? I think the fastest way is probably if we try to fabricate a claim. Once we border him, we try to fabricate a claim on the entire duchy and then claim it that way. Other than that, I could just usurp it after claiming an additional county. That might be smarter, honestly. We have to figure that out. For as long as our wife still supports us, we are having a good chance at actually doing this. Oh, what is it with him? Incorruptible. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, look at that fella. He did it. He is a virtuous fella, isn't he? Bruh, I actually cannot even have 2 counties solely because we're tyrannic. My stewardship is so bad. And I don't have any spousal support. Yeah, this is... we gotta become a duke as soon as we can. Oh, and there you go. Vasilevs Areos is the one plotting to kill me. I mean, how else could it have been? Does this mean that I can challenge him? I hate that I cannot challenge him to a trial by combat. If I declare war against him right now, I cannot actually call in my wife. Don't be mistaken here, since she is his vassal, I can't actually do it. And here's enough money and enough troops that I don't think I could just defeat him. How many troops do you even need to siege Sparta? Just 800? 862. Ah, we're not quite there yet. I hate the guy, and the fact that he's trying to kill us is nasty, but I can't do anything here. Oh, and this is so badass. The bloodied fields. The grounds at Epidaurus started to speak. Our dead are with Hades, but were it not for Cleonymus, far more of you would share that fate. We should thank Cleonymus for his cunning, his perseverance, but most of all, his capable generalship. He should be known as the Eagle, and oh my god. This nickname effect is amazing. I like that. Wow. And oh man, I haven't done this in ages, but if you conquer something that is currently having something built in it, you can interrupt it and get the money back for yourself. Thank God that I just conquered this. This is 250 bucks for free. I appreciate that. This is, by the way, apparently a very special location right here, the Asclepion of Epidaurus. This is the epicenter of healing arts. Oh my god. That is an amazing income boost right here. I think I'm just gonna... Now, if only I had a duchy, huh? That would be amazing. Right now, I get nothing from these. Just actually nothing. And he's dead. You know what? I'll accept that. That's fine. Who the hell are you? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you blackmailing me, man? How did he die anyway? What actually happened here? He fell from a window. Huh. I guess everybody in Sparta kind of hates everybody. And now if I get rid of him, it's over. If we get rid of him, we can actually get it all. Now let me just check this right here. This guy is Laconian, which is the Spartan culture. If we pick this up, this is kind of a weird combination for Spartans, isn't it? I was looking for like hoplites. Instead, we are the horse riders of Sparta. You know what, be that as it may. We're gonna march home with Spartans and beat the ever-living hell out of this guy. Hopefully making it so that I can become the Duke/Petty King of Sparta before I die, so that my entire realm doesn't split. That would be damn neat. And you know, as we return here to Sparta, as we besiege the city, we meet our wife who is sick and pregnant with our child, and we tell her, you know what? You suck. She challenged us? Wait. Okay, it's just a prowess challenge. I thought it was gonna be dueling my pregnant wife here. You're on. I won. Let's go. I beat up my pregnant wife. What a world. Oh, and check this out. I am fabricating a claim. Obviously, I don't have the money to actually buy it right now. But if I reject it, I can bring down the level of corruption that we have. So this didn't bring it down beyond moderate. It's already different. And honestly, I dislike moderate more than I dislike high. The high bonuses for us, I think, were better. But what this means is that we can interact with it through, for example, just doing things that aren't righteous. I guess that is the definition of it, huh? Oh, and my wife has passed away. She died in childbirth. But the child is here. Hello. Oh, but oh no, I think it's gonna be over for us quite soon. We are dying. Oh no, and it's over for us. We have died from my wounds. Damn. We are now a son, and we're still at war here for our claims, which is huge. And we're getting this event. Okay, wait a minute. What actually happened? Did I lose? Yep, I lost all the land. That's not good. With the death of my father, the weight of ruling Trosan is suddenly thrust upon me. After a tumultuous few days of overseeing the burial of Cleonymus, the coronation ceremony, and meeting military leaders, I am now officially Tyrannos. I could go... Oh, are we picking a nickname? My Tyrannos, it is customary for Laconian rulers to assume an epithet upon accession, both to distinguish yourself from your predecessors and to impress the people with your qualities. Oh, that is damn cool. I think we're actually giving birth to like the worst people in the entirety of Greece. We're callous, we're deceitful, both of which are sins, making it so that we're getting no piety whatsoever. And now we can pick a nickname, and obviously I'm gonna go the Divine Manifest. Hello? How can I not go the Divine Manifest? Yeah, I am God, and you should serve me. And apparently the AI was killing my half-brother. One of my agents is preparing a special trip. I guess children do get lost in the forest. Listen, I'm gonna try it even if it's gonna be super unsuccessful just because it seems very in character. We're terrible. We really are. And oh my god, because I'm so bad, because I'm just losing piety every month, the Pythia keeps handing out claims on my land. Please stop this. I beg you. Oh my god. This is awful. Bruh, I kid you not. It actually took us 11 years to get this done. 11 years! But it's done. Now, unluckily, we are in a position where I do not hold any of the good land, and I don't know what to do about it. I may have to declare war here against my half-brother. He's a beautiful child, but I think that's the best way for me to get any land. But I also gotta tell you, at the same time, I still can't hold any more land. I can hold a single holding. Oh my god. Why is this the way it is? This is brutal. Oh, and now that we rule Sparta, our people want the Retra, a special form of government that was specifically done and created by Sparta. I am okay with that. I just don't know how to switch into that. I have no idea. Maybe we'll get an event. We'll see. Oh, and something huge just happened here. Pyrrhus pushed in. He took Macedonia. Yeah, he had a claim on that. I remember that actually. Yeah, he had a claim on Macedonia, which means the Antigone dynasty now is left only with Thessaly, which is good for us because, hey, we need this territory right here, Corinth, right? And it is under their control. They did this basically to take control of all of southern Greece just by virtue of having this location right here. Maybe we can take it back eventually, but I'm struggling winning a one-county war, so hey, I'm trying my best, okay? Jesus Christ, who the hell is this guy? We got 10,000 raiders here. This is the king of Odrysia. Stay away. Good God. Bruh. I actually just had twins and I died the day later. So now I'm Leonidas III. And my other brother, oh, and my brother got the beautiful city of Argos. At least he's still a vassal, Tyrannos Kleonymos. Oh, and I find this so cute. Now we can choose another nickname, and obviously I'm gonna go with Nikephoros, which means the bearer of victory. That's exactly what I am. 0 years old, the bearer of victory for sure. Oh, and oh my god, my mother, who is my regent, has now revoked the title of Sparta. I had a small rebellion, I put them down, and you can see that I now hold a whole lot more land that doesn't really do anything for us right now, but in the future it will. And our mother will then give Sparta itself to us. It will actually come home. I just gotta grow up. I'm 5 years old right now, nothing happening. Obviously I need to become military minded because, hey, this is Sparta. Oh my god, she is going so hard. She's doing it again. She's gonna revoke this guy's title and then I will inherit all of it. This time they're going to war. She is I'm sorry, this is actually insane. She is genuinely completely declawing the Spartan royalty because she's just tearing them all apart after they were against me, my father, and his father. Really, she is the greatest woman in this mod so far. And on top of that, she actually isn't doing it for me. She's doing it for my brother. Because she wants to put him on the throne. She is ruthless. Obviously, I'm not gonna say yes to this. I will not be threatened. You will be put down with a sword if necessary, okay? And now my brother died due to illness. Yeah, from his wounds, which means her rebellion is just a rebellion against my tyranny now. Her entire plot fell apart. Thank you, Athens, for conquering Sparta so that I can reclaim it myself. It's done. I will revoke Sparta, and it's mine now. I didn't even know, where is this trade coming from? So we're coming of age and we are facing another rebellion, but don't worry about it. We got it. It's fine, okay? And we have become a pretty decent tactician, especially since it wasn't our focus. And we have also picked up formidable banneret. Leonidas led troops and fought bandits even before his majority, battle-hardened into a determined combatant. I guess that makes it so that people won't be mad at us for, well, you know, being a green commander. And now everything is really falling into place. We can finally claim the entire duchy, which means I will then, after we win that war, have the requirements to reform the Peloponnesian League. Okay, so now we're almost done, except I am missing something. Oh, I think it's just this title, isn't it? Like this island right here needs to be under my control. Are you willing? Nope, okay, not at all willing. Well, in that case, I shall use violence. Alright, so how does this now work? We can reform the Peloponnesian League. The Peloponnese has always been fragmented, with its people in constant conflict and competition. Perhaps we could attempt a more diplomatic approach to bringing these groups under a single banner. Send out the envoys. And first of all, I'm a king now, which I love that. I love that for myself, I gotta tell you. And secondly, and now here we have a choice between doing a federal league or doing a hegemonic league. The Hegemonic League makes it so that people are less likely to just join. So this is the Peloponnese, and people can now decide whether they want to join or not. And I'll be honest with you, we've been a tyrant so far. We have exclusively ruled by our right, and we have destroyed anybody that ever opposed us. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I shall unite the Peloponnese. Rulers who accept will become your vassal and get an autonomous vassal contract. Changes government to hegemonic league. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at this. Will they actually... Who accepts it? I see a couple of people coming in there. Okay. Alright, and now we have heard back from everybody. I believe all of the counts joined us. All of the dukes said, nah, we're not doing that. So that now means we have to take them. Every ruler who accepted the offer becomes your vassal, and everybody else dislikes us, and we obviously dislike them. Now there is, positively speaking, a follow-up decision here, and that is actually really cool. If I completely control the Peloponnese, I can then unify the entire thing. And Lacedaemon, what is this actually? Basileia of Lacedaemon. That's a kingdom title that doesn't exist. Oh, so I can either go with Lacedaemon and or with a Peloponnese. And I believe, now that we are hegemonic, if I have either theologian or administrator, I can also honor the laws of Lycurgus, which give us a much more radical and aggressive faith. There's a lot going on here, a lot that still is open for our potential here. Oh, and check this out. Crete actually has unified. The Carthaginian faith now has a king. Well, actually, I think it's still a duke, right? Yeah, still has a duke here now that is unifying the island. Long term, potentially even forming Crete itself. But anyway, this is just the start for us. We need to take over this peninsula. Oh, and here is where it really comes together. That is so cool. So these guys, they joined me voluntarily and they happen to be democratic. I already noticed, and that is so damn unique, that this right here, Argolis, has a mandatory democratic law. I could remove this, but look at the cost. I mean, that is insane. On the other hand, with this guy, what I can now do that we are in a league rather than in a feudal arrangement, which feudalism doesn't really exist here, I could impose a franchise on them. So theoretically, I could make them tyrannic. If I could make them democratic. I could do all these things. And if I think first, I will have to turn them into a subject city, huh? So right now they are an autonomous city. They have a lot of rights. They can do whatever the hell they want. So if I now look at the city and were to turn him into a subject city, I could afterwards move on and, for example, turn him aristocratic or tyrannic, making it so that long-term I affect how the cities in the area is ruled. That is so damn cool. Yeah, wow, I gotta say that I'm pretty sure I love what they did here. Let's make them into a subject coalition for starters here. And now we can actually choose. That is insane. Under the leadership of Argos, hegemonic allied. Oh, and here now I can turn them into a very particular set of coalition. I will turn you into something under the leadership of Argos. Absolutely. Enforced hegemonic administration and enforced decentralization. That is so damn cool. And now they got their own unique government right here, underneath my government, of course, which is a hegemonic league. That is amazing. I love that. Ooh, and now this is a momentous day. We are assaulting Corinthos from the Macedonians. They've recovered, they are back under the Antigonides, but it will not be helping them. Now, Corinth is so important because, again, it allowed them to dominate the entire Peloponnese, making us now independent. And it has this special building. Look at just how massive this fortification is. Ooh, and so we return. You can see that I took a little bit of a break, and we are back here to conquer the rest of the Peloponnese. You know, I really gotta tell you, this is an incredibly proactive world. Look at these folks right here. So these, if I'm not mistaken, yep, are native Illyrians, and they have taken over the entire area and basically eviscerated what used to be the empire of Pyrrhus. Right, on the other hand, we got Macedonia now standing tall, but it is split, because these are both, yep, indeed, Antigonides. I like how much is going on here. Now let me just double check this, because I know that there are also some Gauls here somewhere. I believe you are Gauls. Are you still doing your thing? It looks like they pretty much lost, honestly. I don't think they blobbed a whole lot. Oh, we got somebody who blobbed. Yep, okay. So up here, the Gauls have blobbed quite a bit as well. Oh man, and this really has to be incredibly embarrassing. Athens is now in the hands of Macedonia. They had to pull back from Corinth because I took it, but Athens itself is, yeah, I mean, they're basically done at this point. And speaking of done, I think it is time that I keep pushing for the entirety of the Peloponnese. If I take this, then we only lack these two counties, and with that, yeah, we'll be in an amazing position. Folks, is this not beautiful? We unified it. We did it. And man, it took a whole lot of war. If we actually take a look at this, you can see that it's a bit extreme. Offensive war minus 95. I don't love seeing that, okay? But we have done it. A Sympoliteia for all Peloponnesians. Many of my compatriots were skeptical that we could ever truly overcome the ancient rivalries and divisions that so often culminated in bloodshed. So today I complete a journey of 1,000 years. I'm a child of the peninsula, and some are beginning to know me as the child of Pelops himself. When you look at that, Pelopidas, child of the Peloponnese. How cool is that? But I definitely still want to do this right here. Tyndaridism seems like a really interesting religion right here. I just wish it did something where the at war kind of opinion was turned around, right? Because that sucks. That is rough. Oh, but if I do this, I lose Peloponnese. Maybe I don't want to do this at all. Spartan fervor, it is kind of cool though, I gotta tell you. Anyway, look at this, we did it, and now, yep, we have this fully under our control. How cool is this? And oh Jesus, man, as much as we are here successful, we are looking at a situation where Sparta has risen, but oh god, Egypt is coming in as well. I think the only really weak ones are the Antigonides right here. They're split, they're kind of weird, but then we got Egypt here with Socrates Eusebius, and he is an Alexandrian, which means that he actually prays, I guess, to Alexander himself. They are deifying people there. And then, they aren't even the right dynasty anymore. Yes, they are still together, but yeah, as I said, this is the wrong faith, the wrong dynasty, the Seleucids are dead. This is such a cool world right here. Alright folks, now this is an important moment. We are becoming a theologian, which makes it so that I will be capable of doing this decision right here. Tyndaridism represents a return to the old ways of the Spartans, that is, extreme conservatism coupled with a distaste for personal wealth, an obsession with personal discipline, and of course an irreconcilable desire to enslave Messenia. That is already done, don't worry about it, but I'm going to press this button. I'm going to find out what happens here, okay? We could just return to how things were. We could become even more extreme. There you go, warmonger. That is what I'm talking about. Or perhaps we could learn from the Macedonian kings. Oh, pursuit of power is so strong. But I'm going to be honest with you, I think we're going to go with warmonger here. Just seeing the difference between the normal thing and actually being capable of not needing the offensive war penalty is amazing. So, yeah, they were too soft, too accommodating. And now let me take a look at this, right? What actually converted here? Just my lands? Did none of the other fellas actually convert? Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, maybe we're too harsh even for them, yeah? Maybe even my fellows here are like, no, listen, don't bother, okay? What this now means is that we can go ahead and conquer the polis of Attica. Athens will fall to Sparta after all, and it will fall just to my troops. I don't need any allies, I don't need any friends, I just need my extremely powerful hoplites. Look at this, we have 1.4k hoplites, and so we are now deeply in debt, but it doesn't matter, because Athens officially has fallen to Sparta. What we couldn't do in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because the game is about 400 hours long and we all want to die before we actually finish it, we can finish in Apotheosis for CK3. Check out the mod. The mod is, of course, indeed in the description, and I'll leave it right here. I'll see you later, alligator.